Hey guys, how's it going? SCHR1234 here, and this is a GameMaker tutorial on the basics of GameMaker 8.1 Lite. So, this is basically just a tutorial on how to make a game in just the basics. So, first, you're gonna get your sprites, which since you're just making your first game can be pretty basic, like um red square with an eye. Could be as basic as you want it. You're gonna want to label stuff probably so you can find it. So I'm gonna call this char, as in character. And I'm gonna get another one. I'm going to just make a basic wall. And so what the sprites are the sprites are just basically they are how can I say this? They are basically just, they don't really do anything. They're just the look. They're the art. They don't have any function besides appearance. So like, I don't know. They're just the art, nothing else. Yeah. Enemy. Okay. So once you have your sprites, you're gonna create an object, or you're gonna create 3 objects, one for each of your sprites. Enemy, object 1, wall, and object character. So what you're gonna do, this button right here, you click it and then you select the sprite. And for the wall, we're gonna put solid, and then we're gonna do add event, collision, character, what was I gonna do? Just, oh yeah. Alright, there we go. Then character, add event, key press, left, negative, so speed horizontal, -3, which is gonna go left instead of right. So we're gonna say okay. Then we're gonna add event key press right, which is gonna be 3. And we're gonna do this for each of the buttons, but when you get to up and down, you're gonna use this one right here, vertical speed. You're gonna do, so for up, -3, and for down, it's gonna be 3. Then add event key release each of them. Yeah. So we're gonna do all of them right here really quick, just like that. You're gonna just put it in like this, 0, 0, 0. So it's gonna stay still. Yeah. Actually, since our character is sideways, we're not gonna have him be able to fly up and down. So, actually it's fine. It's fine. We're gonna say okay. And then the enemy, Wait, what did we say for wall? Oh yeah, back in wall, for this, you're gonna say object character. Then enemy, add event, create, which is saying when it is created, like when you can see it, it will start doing what is in here. So we're gonna say move, not that, click all of these, saying that it can move in any random direction at a speed of, let's say 3. Then add event collision with wall. So, excuse me. So when it runs into the wall or touches the wall, we're going to say bounce, not precisely, against solid objects. And OK. Back in wall, oh yeah, we already checked solid. Okay, now that you have your objects, right here, you're going to click this to create a room, which is where everything in the room takes place. And you're going to draw in your objects. And now we're going to test it. And as you can see, they're flying all over the place. And now you have your pretty basic game here where you can run around. But it isn't very hard because nothing happens when the enemy hits you. So what you're going to say is character, add event, collision with enemy, what was it? You're going to, on collision with enemy, you're going to, where is it? Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to display a message, game over, then it's going to restart the game. So now when we test it, when an enemy hits us, it says game over, then it restarts. But it's not very fun because there's not really any objective to the game. So we're going to create a new sprite really quick. And we're just going to make a coin really quick. So there we have our coin. We're going to create an object for it. Then we're going to say add event, collision with character, and we're going to add a create. We're going to say on create can move any direction at a speed of 3. And we're going to say collide when the character hits it. It's going to jump to random. I don't think that's what I wanted. I'm trying to remember. Okay, we're gonna say jump to random, and then we're just gonna say okay. Then we're gonna say set score +1, and then you're gonna check relative, so it's gonna add 1 to your current score when you hit it. And then we're gonna say okay. Now in the enemy, we're gonna say, no, the character, when it hits the enemy, before it ends, we're gonna make it show the high scoreboard. And okay. And now when we test our game, oops, we're gonna place one in here. And now you can, oh, oops, completely forgot to add collision with the wall. Where is it? Okay, it's gonna bounce. Right? Yeah. Okay, now it should work. Oops. So, I'm gonna try and get the coin here. So now, when we hit an enemy, it'll say game over. It'll show the high score. And then it'll restart. But, so in the coin, I've noticed that it doesn't really go anywhere. It doesn't bounce around. So we're gonna check all these off and make it so it can only move diagonally. We're gonna say okay. So now, we'll say okay. And it's gonna bounce so all over the place, just like this. And this is starting to get kinda hard. But you can't really tell what your score is, so we're gonna create an object without a sprite. We're gonna call this score. So it's not gonna have a sprite because we want it to be invisible. We're gonna say add event on create. Where is it? Set all of these to don't show. Let's say okay. And then you're gonna add draw right here. Actually, first in here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna, where is it? You're gonna set color, then you choose what color you want your score to be. So I'm gonna say black. Then you say font. Oh, first you click this to create a font. I'm just gonna say okay really quick. So now we have a font. You're gonna say font. You're gonna say okay. Then where is it? I think that's it. And you're gonna say add event draw. Draw score. And you're gonna say okay. And then you're gonna go into your room. You're gonna take the score, and I'm gonna place it there. I think I did it right. If I did, there we go. It's displaying our score. So now when we get this coin, it says we have a score of 1. That's not fair, right there. How am I? Oh. So yeah, now you have a basic game. But let's say you don't want your room to be gray. So what you do is you click this background, you click create background, then you can just say load background, or you can make a background, and you can just like do whatever you want. I'm gonna make it green. Then also, if let's say you want background music, you click the speaker up here, then you say load sound, and it'll bring up in here. But there's not really any music in there, so you're gonna go to where you keep all your music, and you can choose some music. And yeah, so then you say okay. And what you do is you create an object for called music. You say add event, create, main1, play sound. You choose your sound, and then you say loop to true. You say okay. And you go in here, you choose music, and you place it up here. Or actually, you can place it there. You can place it wherever you want. So, oh yeah, so now we want to change the background, so you click background up here. You're gonna click this right here and choose yours, and now it's green like that, and you can go like this. And now you have your game with music and everything. I hope this tutorial helped, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.